I guess you could say that death has been considered the unavoidable monster through the ages. It's terrified men, women, children down through the years. And so here comes Jesus along in John chapter 11, verses 25 and 26. And he says, I'm the resurrection and the life. And though a man dies, yet will he live. What in the world? We see victory through this one called the Messiah, this one called Jesus Christ, who came down and took death upon himself so that we might live. And not only do we receive a victory, Hebrews chapter 2 and verse 14 says, we're no longer intimidated by the thought of death, which has terrified and enslaved people for so long. Death loses. Revelation chapter 21 and verse 4 says, we will enter a realm of eternity and death is nowhere to be found. Why? Because Revelation chapter 20 and verse 14 says, death was cast into the lake of fire. Or if you want to put it this way, death dies. You see a very, very powerful teaching in 1 Corinthians chapter 15. In verse 26, it says, the last enemy that we'll face is death, and it's destroyed. It also tells you in verse 54 that death faces an embarrassing ending, not some mighty, glorious, grand exit, but it gets swallowed up, gulped up in victory. Isn't that amazing? The Greek word is katapino. Kata means down, pino means to drink. It's drunk down into the gullet of eternity, never to be seen again. Kind of an embarrassing thing if you want to think about that, and that's the way it should be. Death has no dignity, and we don't care about it. We find life in the Lord, and he says this in John 10:10. I am here to give you life and give it more abundantly. Overflowing, our cup overflows. We can find victory in Jesus Christ, and we give the glory to God.